It is just an absolutely super time for guys at our age, you know, retired. We don't all golf.
I will be 89.
84.
I'm 87.
I will be 92 August the 19th.
So the 70 and over softball league began about 14 years ago. We have the different rules out there as far as a second home plate, being able to overrun bases, rules such as that. We have a screen in front of the pitchers, all for the safety here of these guys involved.
I love it. I love the association. Nice to get out and see other people and how they're surviving.
A good bunch of guys.
A lot of fun, good camaraderie. Guys have a lot of health issues, but we play beyond them.
Hey, use your afterburner this time.
Hey, he just did.
We have fun, we know each other, we tease each other, and nobody gets mad.
Way to make the old guy run.
If you make a good play at our age, it's invigorating. It's a challenge.
He ain't gonna catch it. Take them all, Johnny, take them all.
It's really inspiring to all of us that, hey, you want to stay active at that. And I think, you know, we always think about active physically, but there's also the mental aspect of it, of being here, of socializing with other people.
Good hustle, Johnny. Get some oxygen now.
It's good for us, it's good for our health, it's good for our mental stability.
I think if I quit playing, something will happen to me, and but just love this sport.
Way short, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm going to play until I can't walk. Yeah. It's just fun coming out here and swinging the bat. Occasionally you hit the ball on the barrel, and it just feels good. It takes you back, what, 60 years?
That's in the game.
And don't stop running, Greg.
Your daughter brings a young man home, says, "Do you like him, Paul?" You tell her he's a fool, and then you got a son-in-law.
At 90 years, 6 months, and 30 days young, Al Cosper regularly hops on a golf cart and helps patrol the Lansing River Trail with his good friend Phyllis.
He sings to me, he tells me poems, he recites things from 11th grade. I mean, you couldn't ask for anybody more pleasant.
It's enjoyable. Come down here, you see the deer, the people, the animals, the kids. You're out in the fresh air.
A junior officer.
I don't get paid, but I've had more fun in these jobs than I have in the paying jobs. Hi there. All right. Whoa, 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 dog, whoa.
They've been driving up and down these trails for about 3 years now, armed with
The dog treats, and then the little badges for the kids, and then the goodwill to the parents. Sorry we don't have anything for them.
Are you warming up?
Al and Phyllis act as volunteers for the Lansing Police Department through the Retired and Senior Volunteer Programs of Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton counties, or RSVP.
They are wonderful volunteers. They love being out on the trail. They're great ambassadors for the city.
They assist us in extra eyes and ears out on the river trail. Their partnership helps us to keep the river trail safer and those that use the river trail daily.
They also pick up trash, report graffiti, and keep an eye on hazards like downed trees and flooding.
The time flies. I mean, you can be out here for 4 or 5 hours and not have any idea you spent that kind of time.
Jim and Judy Rotkowski have been married for 57 years and try to volunteer on the trail with RSVP about 7 times a month.
I love the scenery. I can just be out here all day. I love to see the trees and the grass and the water and the ducks and the turtles.
It's really a win-win-win for everybody. Friendly smiles, extra eyes and ears on the trail, freebies, giving seniors a sense of purpose.
No, you've had enough.
And if you run into Al, you'll get a sense of humor, too. An RSVP MVP who plans to continue doing this for as long as possible.
How are you doing today?
Good, I was so happy to see you two again.
Well, I was happy to be out here today.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change,
When Matt Lurch was just 5 years old, he remembers brushing his teeth next to his mother Meg as she rinsed her red hair in the bathtub and watched helplessly as she drowned.
She flipped her hair back after she rinsed it under the spigot and looked at me, and her eyes rolled in the head, and she went under the water and started flipping around uncontrollably.
It would be many years later before he'd realize the gaping wound her death had caused. Mojo first turned to alcohol after high school as a way to cope with the pain of a bad breakup, an addiction that many years later would break up his marriage. Alcoholics Anonymous helped lift the fog, only to reveal a dark depression.
Why should anybody need me in their lives when, look what I've done. I've ruined my family. I've made it so my son can't see me every single day.
So Matt decided the day he would end his life.
Sunday evening, February 25th, 2018, would be my last night on the planet.
He knew he would have his son the day before.
We had an awesome night, man. It was a lot of fun. And I took him back to his mom's. Next day was Sunday the 25th. It was around noon. And I looked at him and I said, I knew that would be the last time I'd see him. And I told him, I said, hey, buddy, I love you. And I'll see you soon, buddy. Be good, okay?
He left, filled up his gas tank, and around 6:15 that evening went to his garage and took hundreds of prescription pills.
I'm not trying to OD here. What I'm trying to do is fall asleep so the carbon monoxide can take my life.
He wasn't breathing when first responders kicked down the door.
I came out of the coma, they pulled me out of it, and I was pissed that I was still alive.
Watch it, I gotta get through. It's gonna be gorgeous. Leaves will probably be changing here in the next couple of days.
We're very excited to finally have this race where so many people have been waiting for it to happen.
Love it. This got to be one of the favorite walking, jogging places on campus. You know, as we cross the Red Cedar River here, it is a beautiful campus. I still say, in my mind, the #1 campus in the country, but I'm sure people at Columbus might argue it. Getting back to normalcy is what we're all trying to do. And this just gives you one event that you can connect with not just your players or your university, but the entire community. And to think that all the money raised has gone back to our community, I think speaks volumes.
I had been thinking about doing this for years, but it was never really the right time.
Make sure you all get to class on time. I don't want to tell you what they said under their breath to me.
I was raised in this community. I lived in East Lansing my whole life. My parents started some of the charities. I've worked from the ground up to some of these charities, and it was really important for me to continue the work that we've done along the way.
Mel Tucker's done an unbelievable job. I love that. Makes it good for all of us.
It was really important, it was meaningful, and it was deliberate to be able to include everyone in the race.
My 95-year-old mother's coming in, and she probably could jog it. She definitely probably could walk it, but I think I'm gonna roll her just so that she can feel part of everybody else. So it really worked out well personally, and I think it'll work out well for people that aren't as fortunate and still be a part of something. Those pearly gates will be open, and we'll go right in, right down the tunnel. We'll invade Mel's territory. Well, that was the $1 Million Tour of the city of East Lansing and Michigan State University, but the race route going through the heart of East Lansing and down with the all-new buildings that we have down there with the university on the right and the city on the left is going to be awesome. I think the runners are going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I know we're going to enjoy it. Hope to see you there.